friends, it's Tracy and Violet's just out in the hall there from Nova Scotia Living. And today is Tuesday evening. Well, it's almost 7 o'clock. So I did a video today and I did some kitchen stuff. Let me sit on the stool. I made 2 chicken casseroles for the freezer and some honey garlic pork, which I'm about to put in a Ziploc bag and put in the freezer. So I'll show you that in a sec. And I said I wanted to make 6 raspberry pies probably tomorrow, but I think I'm going to make 3 raspberry pies this evening because the heat is dying down, and if I can knock 3 out tonight, because they're a labor of love, they really are, I can get my butt up super early in the morning, get 3 more done, and then do a whole bunch of other stuff too. So over here, that's my big stock pot. It's the chicken broth that I boiled the bunch of chicken up in today, and I have that deboned in my fridge. If you've seen my previous video just before this one, it's not currently up yet, but it will be by the time you see this. Yes, so that's the broth, and I was just going to leave my stock pot on low so I could deal with it tomorrow, but I'm like, no, I'll just do it. I'll just do it. Once it's in the oven, it's free sailing kind of thing. And so that's what I'm going to do. But we got to wait for that stock pot to come up to a rolling boil. I have half a cup of butter in here. And this is what a raspberry pie mix is. I get the big ones. You can get the little ones. And you can buy pre-made raspberry pies at the store. They're a French Acadian dish. I do have a couple videos on raspberry pie. I'll put them in the link description box down below. But what that is potato pulp. I explained this in my previous video, but if you were to juice 10 pounds of potatoes, take all the juice out of them, what you have left is what that stuff is. Now we reconstitute that or rehydrate that or whatever you want to call it with broth. Seasoned up broth. I'm going to put some onion soup mix in there, maybe a bit of chicken bouillon in there. The thing for raspberry pie, you need to add the right amount of liquid to the potato pulp to make it look right, but you sure as hell got to have lots of seasoning because it's bland potato, right? You got to season your meat of choice and the potato. So yeah, I'm gonna wait for that to come up to boil. In the meantime, that pan right on the wood stove is that honey garlic pork we did today. Previous video. I'm gonna put it in a Ziploc bag, but I'll bring it over to the table so I can show you. You going out with Zai? Show her the leash, she'll go out with you. So this is the honey garlic pork. Yeah, I'm gonna put that in so when I go to use this as a freezer meal, I can take this out, just make a pot of rice, which is easy peasy, and put a couple scoops of that on top of a bowl of rice. Add an egg roll or some veggies or something, and that's supper. So I'm going to get this in and get this pan washed up because I'll need this tomorrow for sure. All right, there we go. I forgot to label the bag before I put it in, but I'll just get a marker and put it there. Honey garlic pork, June 8th, 2021. And yeah, there it is. That'll go right in the freezer. I'll try to lay it flat so it takes up less space instead of it being like that. Have it like this. And yeah, that's meal number 3 for the freezer today. Only the first one in this video. Messiah and Violet just came in, and Messiah is the dog trainer. She taught Violet a trick to catch her treat. Good girl. I was talking to you, Zaya. Just joking. Well, that's good of you to teach her, I should say, but. All right, this is a rolling boil.
You know how Mally is when she's like, yeah, I don't get to see my family.
Yeah, I know. You sleep all right?
That's what they were like.
Is it?
Yeah.
All right, you take that out, Bob. May's just got home.
Hello.
Hello. Hello. Anyways, yes, this is a French Acadian dish. It's just made down in Church Point, which is about half hour on the highway from here, something like that. And yeah, and you got to keep this scalding hot when you do this. My mother-in-law is the one that taught me how to make this. I never grew up eating this when I was little. Like, Mom never made it, but I had it when I started going out with my husband, my boyfriend, and yeah, my mother-in-law taught me how to make it, and I've been making it ever since. I have another one of these in the fridge, but I'll do that tomorrow. There, I'll show you. It's like, yeah, that's what it is. So, I forget, this takes about 20 to 22 cups. I find sometimes that's accurate, sometimes it takes a little bit more. It all depends on the time of year, the humidity, the potatoes that they used, or whatever. That's just, oh, I didn't add anything to this. Anyways, that's what I'm doing. And I should preheat the oven, 350 I think, for 2.5, 3 hours. I think that's what it is. Mix thoroughly, dumplings, drop, potato. It's not saying here that I can see. Yeah, 350 for 3 hours. So. Did you get your blades? He went out. And sometimes I put some chicken bouillon, like that concentrated syrup, but I have some of that. And you know. Did you get your blades?
Yeah.
That's
Where did I
good.
put them?
Your keys
Let's go over to the house.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah. Do you want the house keys?
What?
Do you need the house key?
If you got it, yeah.
Yeah. I put it on this because this didn't have any key on it. Okay. All right. Okay, so now we just do it bit by bit. I have this. I find it's easier to do it in a turkey roaster. Gotta shut that. Wieners. They're all wieners. All right. Easier to do it in a turkey roaster, I find, for me, because you gotta incorporate it bit by bit. You can't just dump it all in. And there's this. Well, let me just get this going. Let me just get it going, and then I can talk. Be very careful. I don't like little people around me when I'm doing this. Violet, you stay your arse over there because I do not need to get you splashed. This is a 4-cup measuring thing. And you just slowly incorporate it and you'll be surprised how much this comes up. But what was I saying? Yeah, you got to keep it a rolling boil. Scalding hot. And this is the hardest part of making rapé, is this part right here. Once this is mixed up, you just put it in the pans and stick it in the oven. Now I'm going to use my aluminum pans, like the disposable pans, because they're easy to freeze, they're good size. So I'll end up making 3 out of this. And then I put a layer of the potato mixture, season it with salt and pepper, put a layer of the meat, season it with salt and pepper, then put another layer of the potato mixture on top, season it with salt and pepper. And since I'll have 3, I'm going to put 3 in the oven at a time for 2.5 to 3 hours. I rotate them every hour because I want them, my oven is not a convention oven or whatever they are. There's hot spots and not as hot spots, and you gotta you want it to all evenly cook. So I just rotate it every hour from one position to the next. I don't really count. I used to have to count right to the thing. I go to how it looks. But I would say between 22 to 25. That's my experience. When you do this, it gets almost like a transparent color a little bit on top, like a slimy. This is an acquired taste. I know the first time I tried it, it was kind of weird for me because usually I'm a texture person. I don't like certain textures. I don't like liver. It's more the texture, not the taste. No, I don't like the texture. So it's almost like kind of slimy. But if you do it right, it's a little clear film on top when it gets maxed out. And then you know it's done doing what it's supposed to do. But yeah, I put the onion soup mix in there, 2 packs of onion soup mix, and some of that chicken bouillon. Season it. It looks like we season the crap out of it, but you have to. And when we eat this, like I wouldn't eat this, it's certainly not a keto dish, but have a side of bread and butter pickles, which are kind of sweet pickles, with this savory dish. Oh, it's so good. So good. And I would do both packs of raspberry pie. Who knows? Maybe I'll do the other one after. But since it takes 3 hours to cook, you know what I mean? I don't want to be up to all hours of the night. I can do this. It's 7-Eleven. I can take this out, go to bed, because it'll take a couple hours to really properly cool down. By the time I get up, if I get up around 4 o'clock, I can wrap it and put it in the freezer. Easy peasy. Now, I was thinking, since I got my second wind, I have 5 packs of hamburger I took out today. They're all defrosted. I could scramble all that up now. I could, yeah, scramble that. I wouldn't really make any dishes with it now, but I would have it all scrambled. I'd season it all the same. Onion powder, garlic powder, salt and pepper, or seasoning salt and pepper. And then I can doctor it up to whatever. I do want to make tater tot casserole tomorrow. Maybe a chili or a stroganoff. I could make lasagna. I don't know. I got a bunch of chicken I gotta cook tomorrow, like chicken thighs. But I'm thinking I was thinking I'd make 2 videos. I'll make 3. So this will be my second video, and then whatever we get done tonight will be my next video. I'll get it up tomorrow, and then whatever I get done tomorrow will be the other. Don't want to say last. I don't know how many. I just took out what was on top of my deep freezer. God, that's hot. I have no idea how many that was. That's why you don't want to overdo it. That is a chunk of gristle from the chicken earlier. And yeah, this does take a while. You're like, oh, is it gonna soak up? It does. It really does. Yeah, she's having a bath. But all the kids like this. So if I end up making 6, maybe I'll make 5 and then 4 little ones. I'll call Dad to see if he wants a raspberry pie, because I'd make him one. I can make Sarita one too. So that's probably what I'll do. Instead of making 6 big ones, I'll make 5 big ones and then 4 little ones. I'll give one to Sarita, a couple to Dad. I could give 2 to Sarita, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Anyways, yeah, and just take my time, moseying along. Mix it, mix it, mix it, mix it. Now, I know around here you can buy specific raspberry pie pans. You get them from like the shops that make the raspberry pie from an Acadian place or whatever. And they're like it's like a big rectangular cake pan, only it's bigger. It's big. It's really big. It's like one of my big plastic trays that I carry stuff with. I think my mother-in-law has one. Like the hand make it. It's still rolling in there. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Oh, this is making me hot again. I couldn't imagine doing this at the height of the day. Oh, my eyes itchy. But that'll probably do it once this gets soaked up. But my video from today is exporting in my editing program, and then I click it to upload. And by the time I was done editing and getting it all going, I was just like, I could go down and do one batch of raspberry pie. Why not? It's not hot out anymore. It's nice now. It was ridiculous today, and it's supposed to be another ridiculous day tomorrow. I don't want to complain because, you know, before you know it, summer will be over. And fall will be here, which I love fall. I love winter. But, you know, I gotta enjoy the day. Carpe diem. So, but this is probably the worst time to pick to do freezer meals. But whatever. I'm just waiting for this to all soak up. The closer it gets to being done, the slower it goes. But and there is some liquid left there. I will use that for tomorrow's raspberry pie. Yeah, and I was thinking I would get some of my turkey bone broth to refill this stock pot because the nutrients and goodness in that. There. You don't want to have too much liquid or that it would be soupy, but you don't want it to be a dry raspberry pie because it's just not good. Not good. Not good. Now some people, I've never made it, but my understanding it's called fricko, which is like raspberry pie, only you don't end up baking it. You just put it in a frying pan and fry it up. I don't know. Never done it. Don't know if I've had it, but do any of you guys Acadian? It's like French Acadian. Yeah. Well, I might be able to add a little bit more. Well, no, that's probably good. That's probably good. So I'll shut that off. Now I need to make quick work of myself. I'm gonna put my board there and get the tray set up, and then we're gonna start working. So I'll be right back. All right, guys. I got Mally's apron on. I'm gonna tip you up a little bit. Don't want you to fall flat on your face. I just want to talk to you face to face though. There, yeah, Mally's apron has little donuts on it. So I have the chicken that I boiled and deboned today here. I'm going to use half of it now. I'll pack up the rest and put it in the fridge for tomorrow. Got my potato mixture here, got my scoop. I need the salt and pepper. I need the S&P for sure. And this will help too. Spatula. So I just go in, I sprayed these pans with cooking spray. Spread it all around. It's like lasagna, kind of is, in regards to the method anyways. Violet, what are you up to, girl? What are you doing? Huh? It's a hot one, I know. Ooh, don't don't want to take too much because I need some for the top. It's a sticky mess. I have a plate I keep setting that on. And just move it around. And it'll seem like I'm over seasoning it, but believe me, I'm not. It's possible that you can, but some pepper. Look at all the steps I'm getting. My watch thinks I'm jogging. And then some salt. And then we do the chicken. And then we put the potato on top of it. And then we stick it in the oven. We don't cover it or nothing. I should draw a line because I want to make sure I have enough for tomorrow. There's a rough line there. Are you doing maize?
I came up here and then I saw her.
Oh yeah, she's so cute, isn't she? She's irresistible. Simply irresistible.
Why?
You like rapid pie maize?
A little.
You used to love it when you were a baby.
Yeah.
It's like your favorite.
I was always, if I was trying to talk and I was like, Mom, can I please have some water?
Yeah, that's very hot maize, so be very careful.
But you can't hear me
Because you talk baby talk and
Yeah,
I don't understand.
Yeah, I could understand what I was saying.
Yeah.
Because I remember it, because it was me. I remember what I would do with.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, but to you it sounded like
Yeah.
something like when you were 2 or 1.
Yeah, Mae's got a new shirt today from his Aunt Marcia.
Yeah, I haven't seen him in like 2 or 3 years.
Well, maybe not that long, but due to COVID and all that, he couldn't see all his relatives,
Yeah, but
so.
definitely more than 1 year.
Well, it's been a while. It's been a while.
Yeah.
Anyways, long story short, he got a new shirt from his auntie. Great auntie, I should say. So thanks, Marcia, if you ever watch this. Oh, my hands are sweating in these gloves. Oh. Yeah, I boiled up, oh my back. I boiled up 2 packs of chicken thighs, legs and thighs, connected. And then I boiled up a package of bone-in, skin-on chicken breast. Now I made 2 chicken casseroles today and I used 4 chicken thighs. So this is 4 chicken breasts and 4 chicken thighs, legs, thighs. So, yeah. What are you doing, Violet? You had a big swig of water? So this will use that up, and then I might get that hamburger sizzling in a pan when I get these in the oven. And that shouldn't take too long to cook. Hamburger doesn't take long to cook, really. It'll take a little longer because there's so much. But then I can let that cool and just put it in the fridge until tomorrow, and then I won't have to cook that. I just need to assemble it. And I want to get up early enough to get tomorrow's raspberry pie in the oven. I'm going to set a goal, like, to have it in the oven before the kids even get up for school. That would be awesome. That would be friggin' awesome. So, we'll see. There, I gotta save the rest of that. I gotta save the rest. Okay, this little bit, Tracy. This little bit, save the rest of it. I want to load it all in here, but there's a nice layer. There is a nice layer. Whew. Now, I didn't season this chicken. I just boiled it. So, again, you need another layer of seasoning. And believe me, you need it. Whew. this one. Salt and pepper all the way. Now, I've only ever made this with chicken and beef, but people make like bar clam kind and whatever else kind, I don't know. You can probably make it with pork. I've never done it with pork, but you can probably make it with anything you want to make it with. But chicken and beef in this house. Chicken and beef. So then, just going to kind of push that down in so it sticks down into that potato. Why not? Well, my husband left again. I think he's going over to the other house because the grass is really shaggy. And I had contacted the guy that mows lawns and stuff, but he drove by there and he said it's too long for his thing. If we get it cut down short, he can maintain it. So I think that's why my husband's over there with his brothers. They're gonna start on that, I think. And then, yeah, then we'll be able to, I mean, we're putting the house on the market, right? You need to have it presentable. I'm not a landscaper, but luckily my dad did some fancy stuff around there. There's a beautiful fire pit. There's like a thing out front. There was a vegetable garden there. There was one there too when we used to live in that house a few years ago. That's where we lived. But it's just under an acre of property, and I mean it's $1 million view, really. Like, it has a better view than, I love our house and I love the view that we have here. It's different, but that house, you see the ocean, like it's right out your front window. You see the open bay, you see the St. John Ferry, you see, you know, all that sort of stuff. So if we're going to be showing that house, we've got to have it looking as good as possible. And we'll see. Now, it'll be weird not having that house anymore because we have a ton of good memories there, but I don't ever envision living there again. And the memories will last forever, you know. We have a million more memories to make here and wherever else life takes us. I don't plan on moving from this house ever. I don't plan on moving from Nova Scotia ever. This is where I'm from. This is where I love. I'm proud of where I live. I'm proud of everything about this place. I'm a Nova Scotian through and through, and I can't imagine. Can't imagine. So, yeah, there's lots more memories to make around here, especially now that we got that lakefront property. We're gonna start developing a bit. And somebody asked, we plan on moving there? We're not planning on moving there, but who knows when I'm 80 years old and I don't want to run this house. Maybe I'll move down by the lake and be a hermit. Who knows? But we want to eventually make a cottage. That's been a dream of ours ever since we were together. You know what I mean? Like, we always dreamed of having a place on some sort of piece of property, an ocean, a river, a lake. And this lake, it's a clear lake. It's a spring-fed lake, so the water's clear. Like, clear. And if we can just get a patch cleared this summer, like, there's no way we can build a cottage in 1 or 2 years. Like, we just can't. We've got a family to raise. We can't do that. But we can clear a patch and pitch a tent. I can tell you that much. We can clear a patch, pitch a tent, and maybe next year buy a secondhand trailer. And then start looking at making a cottage. You know, step by step, baby steps. It took us 27 years to get a piece of property on a waterfront. You know, I'm not shook over 5 or 6 years. It's good. I'll still have children at home, family around, maybe some more grandbabies, you never know. But Just never know. So I try to get every single last drop of this. Yeah. And I will wash this tonight because I'll need it tomorrow. The dishwasher's going now from supper. Then we just layer it again and stick it in the oven. And I didn't even turn that oven on. No, I didn't. Of course I didn't. Why would I? Not too bright, Tracy, not too bright. Ooh. But this will save me time tomorrow morning. Getting the raspberry pie is the biggest thing that I'm making. The stuff that is more time consuming, the stuff that takes more concentration. The hamburger, frying the chicken, whatever. It's still something, but this is the, if I can get this done, oh yeah. Yeah, baby. Good. Good. So I'm going to put these on. Oh, let's see. Let's see, Violet. Huh? A big cookie sheet. It's easier to transport. Oh, I have 2 pans here. Like that. I'll get a smaller pan for that. I got my smaller pan down in the deep freezer in between the 2 casseroles I made today. Here's one. Here's one, Violet. Get out of here. There's a fly in my friggin' kitchen. It's on, baby. I'm getting you. But there, I'll get you off there so you can get a good look at this. So here they are. Doesn't look all that fancy, I know. But when it's done, it'll have a little brown on top. Then you put a nice blob of butter on top of it. When you go to eat it and a side of sweet pickles. Oh, it's divine. It is. It really is. If you like meat and potatoes, that's all this is meat and potatoes, just a different kind of way. That's it. Alright, friends. That's in the oven. 5 packs of 50% off hamburger. Do I know how to shop or what, huh? Well, if you like deals. And this wasn't expired meat or anything like that. It was still good. Gone right in the freezer. Just need to clarify. So I'm going to put 2.5 packs in each one of these pans. These are deep frying pans. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. And Betty and Bob, my scramblers, will be able to come out at the same time. We're having a dance competition tonight. Who can dance better than the other? If you don't know who I'm talking about, you'll meet them in just a minute. Oh, gosh. And then I don't have to worry about putting this in a freezer. I was going to go out in the shop to get a cooler to put this in tonight because I don't have enough room in my fridge, but having it cooked, I can put it in a big Ziploc bag and lay it flat, and I should be able to get it in my fridge. So that's good. There. And yeah, I set the initial timer for 1 hour and 15 because this wasn't preheated. So after that 1 hour and 15, I will rotate the pans. I put the 2 pans on the big pan up on top and the little one down on the bottom, and then I'll switch them and rotate them around. I don't know. It's just what I do. Just what I do. There. I'm going to put these in the big garbage bag I just made. Wash my hands. this off too. Now, I'll get that. I will have to get some sort of a little cooler. This is still kind of frozen actually. Oh, the bottom one is very frozen. But 3 packs of frozen, or was in the freezer. 50% off chicken thighs, boneless, skinless. Yeah. Yep. I plan on making butter chicken, maybe chicken teriyaki, perhaps. Where are you, kids? I'm armed and dangerous. Betty and Bob. There. Just kind of break that up a bit. This has certainly defrosted the chicken. Some of the chicken is still actually kind of frozen, which surprises me, but it is. So that's good. It's on its way though. Oh, that's kind of frozen there. Okay. I'm going to use that, some pepper, some onion powder, some garlic powder. Those are my staples. I put that in just about everything, Mama. That's garlic. That's onion. I should actually put some diced onions in here too. I have a couple bags of frozen diced onions. Since I discovered that, I don't know, maybe a year ago, I love me some frozen diced onions. It saves me a lot of time and aggravation. They're on sale 2 for $6 today, I think. Diced onions. There we go. So I'm not 100% sure what I'm making with this. I know tater tot casserole for sure. I might make a stroganoff. I might make a chili. Something like that, along those lines. Could make lasagna. I don't know. But I did get tater tots, or potato puffs is what they're called here. The no-name one. You can buy that, or tasty taters. Like, there's not actually tater tots. Is that an actual brand? If it is, you don't get it here. But same difference. But I bought those today, so when I get up in the morning, I'm going to get those in ASAP. I like to cook my tater tots before I put them in the casserole. Some people don't. They just put them in frozen. I like them cooked ahead of time so I know that they're kind of toasted and crunchy. But to each their own. So, whew. Yeah, $7.50. That's good. That's good. So I'll go to bed as soon as I take those raspberry pies out of the oven. Maybe I'll take them out of the oven. I was going to say I'll just shut the oven off, but I don't want them to cook too much and get too brown. I'll take them out of the oven, cover them with a towel, leave them, because I can't put them in the freezer when they're hot, and they're going to take a while to cool down, quite a while. And put them in the freezer when I go to bed. Get up in the morning, throw the tater tot things in the oven to bake. They take like 20 minutes. While that's happening, I will start on the other raspberry pie mix and get that in. Now, that's my blueprint plan. We'll see how I make out. And then I'm hoping to be sitting pretty by noon. That's the plan anyways, so we'll see. Gotta wait till that dishwasher's done. Is that washing? Oh, it's drying right now. when that's done, I'll throw that other stuff in, get that going, so that will be, oh, that just came up to snuff, and it's 59 minutes, so it took like 15 minutes to get up there. That's perfect. I'll get the turkey roaster and a couple of other things I couldn't fit in earlier done. This pan is probably going to be done faster for some reason. The burner does. But just try to break up all the bits. And this is extra lean. I'll probably end up having to strain this though. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But anyways, I'll be back in a little bit. I'm going to wipe my table off. And yeah, I'm going to wipe my table off while this scrambles, because you've seen me scramble umpteen times. And I'll check back when I'm done that. This is still going. It's not hard to do. It's just there's so much of it. It's taking longer than it normally would. I have these both up on high. Where's your socks?
Cold water.
You have cold water in the fridge.
Yeah.
Where's your socks?
I don't know.
Did you eat them?
Yes.
You did? Were they tasty?
Yeah. No, I actually put them in my mouth.
Can you open it?
Ow.
Would you like some help? I was just wiping the table.
Oh, now
That's just water. I wiped the cleaner off. I did wipe the cleaner off, Bob. You got school tomorrow. Bedtime in an hour. 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock, it's lights out. Mama said knock you out to bed. I'm gonna knock you out. I used to listen to that song. Oh, I used to listen to LL. Backseat of my Jeep. Oh, it's funny today when I was cooking. I fast-paced a few things in my video. And one of the songs that came on was Bop Gun or One Nation. You know, with Ice Cube. I used to listen to the Ice Cube Lethal Injection album back in the early 90s. What are you going to do when you get out of jail? I'm going to have some fun with my bop gun. Yeah. Anyways, you guys know that album? Or that song? So I can't get around it. So low, you can't get under it. I can't sing, but so high, you can't get over it. Look it up, Bop Gun. It's a good dance song, I can tell you. Me and my hubby used to dance to it when we would go to dances. Way back in the day. Anybody from the local area, you know Club Nations. Not around anymore, but it was like a teen dance club, open on the weekends. And it was just a couple of teens friends, like people from school that started it and DJ'd it and stuff. So they played all these good old R&B, hip hop. Well, it's old now. Didn't seem old back then. Old like Snoop Dogg and Nate Dogg, Warren G, Ice Cube, all those guys. Good ones. Good dance songs. ODB. Woo. This is getting close. Close, close. And yeah, I'm going to strain this because there is a little grease even though it was extra lean, but there's so much of it. The little bit that was in there combined with as much as there was, there's enough to strain off. So I want that dishwasher to be done so I can wipe my counter off. Yes. Yeah. So I'll bring you back in a little bit and we'll strain that beef.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
Alright guys, well, I washed those two pans, hand washed them. The hamburger is in the strainer in the sink, straining. Mally's sitting right across the table from me. I'm having one of my carbonated waters. I went down in the basement with a laundry basket and got a bunch of turkey bone broth. I gotta wash my jars off, but that's what that is. And I put the pans over there, the big stock pot that still has some of that chicken broth in it. I'm going to empty that turkey bone broth in there and just leave it on low so it doesn't cool down, but it's not going to be bubbling and evaporating. I'll leave the cover on it because I have no room in my fridge. I'm about to put those chicken thighs in the fridge, and when that hamburger is done straining and cooling, I'll put it in a big Ziploc bag and put it in the fridge. So whew, I'm going to go up and check my video, click that to upload, and yeah, maybe sit in my room for a minute because that's the only room that has air conditioning because I'm hot, 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 hot. All right, it's 8:41. The dishwasher's done. I just opened it so I can cool off a bit. There's 9 minutes left on that first hour of the raspberry pies. I'm going to sit out here. And I was debating on getting those other 3 raspberry pies done, but then I'm thinking I could do it and stay up later. But I don't want to have a miserable day tomorrow. In that sense, Violet, get out of here. But at least I'll have everything all ready for tomorrow. And I just need to roll out of bed. Violet will probably get up with me, so we'll go for a little walk. I'll have my vinegar and coffee while those tater tots cook. What? I don't know what you're talking about. Whose is this? What? I'm out here. Oh, those were clothes from our friend Lisa. If you want them, you can have them. If you don't want them, just...
Who's that?
She's a relative of yours. She works at Superstore. She has a daughter named Friday and Autumn. Or... yeah. Well, you try them on. If they don't fit you, maybe Messiah will fit them. It's not a dress. It's a tank top.
It looks like a dress.
No, not Autumn. August. August. I'm sorry, darling. I'm sorry, darling. It just popped into my head. It's the heat. My mind is mushy mellow right now because of all the heat. Do you know August? She's a little younger than you. Well, I just thought it'd be something cool in the summer. You can try the stuff on, for heaven's sakes. But yeah, they're from her. So, Well, you could try it on and take your shirt off first. Just putting it over top of her thing. But
Doesn't go this way.
I don't know, you gotta stand up. Is the tag in the front or the back?
Yeah, but
Yeah, that might be too big for you. Your boobies would be shown. Maybe Messiah.
no, I want to keep it.
Well, we'd have to put an elastic in the back so it gets up higher.
I don't like this.
Anyways, I'll be back in a jiffy. Alright, I'm gonna rotate these pans. There we go. Alright, the kids are to bed. I gotta switch these pans again. I emptied all that bone broth in here. I'm just gonna put it on like low and put the cover on it, and it'll stay warm. Not enough to be dangerously cool and left out, but not enough to boil away. So this is all clean, waiting for tomorrow. Those pans are waiting for tomorrow. I emptied the dishwasher and loaded all those jars in after I rinsed them, but that's that hamburger. That's still pretty warm. So I'm leaving the bag open. I'm gonna let it cool down for another hour while this raspberry pie is in the oven. And then I'll put it in the fridge. The chicken's in the fridge. I'll get the dishwasher going, and it's almost wrap time. Alright friends, it's just about 11 o'clock and I just took these out of the oven. Usually, like, I would make it a little browner on top, but these are done. And when I go to reheat them and bake them, I'll just make sure I brown them up a bit more before I serve it. But I'm going to cover this up just with some clean tea towels and let it cool for a few hours. And I'm going to get up super early and get the other batch going. But here's the first 3. Happy, happy, joy, joy. Alright friends, well, I know it's dark. It's after 11 o'clock. I'm going to bed, so I wanted to end this video because I want to start fresh tomorrow morning. So thanks for hanging out with me this evening. It was kind of just a chat fest, getting those pies out. They're wrapped up good, but still breathable so they can cool down. So I want to hit the hay so I can get up early and get moving and grooving. So hope you join me. But so I'm going to say peace, love, and happiness today and every single day. Please like, share, and subscribe if you so choose. But if not, that's okay too. I still love you. I still want all the happiness in the world for each and every one of you out there. I certainly do. I really, really honest and truly do. Yes, I do. So, okay. So with that, I'm going to say have a good night or have a good morning. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Boink.